Hey guys, what's going on? It's Coach Will with Big Little Gyms. In this video here, I want to talk about how you can add an entire extra billing cycle. You can get an extra entire billing cycle annually from your members for free, resulting in something like a 7 or 8% bump and increase in profits, which is huge for your gym. All right, cool. So we're going to dive into this. Um, right now, most gyms, what they do is they bill monthly, right? So most gyms bill on a monthly cycle, 12 cycles per year. And we're going to just use some like ballpark numbers based on, most of the gyms we work with. We work with 500 plus gyms. A lot of them are independent brick and mortar gyms, a lot of CrossFit affiliates, and also other functional fitness studios, martial arts, things like that. And boot camp gyms as well. And most of them are charging somewhere between 150 and $250 a month is pretty much the going rate. So I picked a low side number on this. I just picked 175 a month, which for most gyms in like middle America, it's probably a pretty competitive price point to be at. And if you're not able to sell your memberships for this price point, then you probably needed to do some work on your, how you're, how you're creating the value prop for your gym and marketing your business. But most of our gyms are right here or higher, right? So 175 a month, let's say you have 12 billing cycles with a client, you have a member and, it's 175 per month for their membership. That equals $2,100 in annual revenue you're receiving from this member. All right. Now, see, you have 150 members paying that 175 a month on average. That's $315,000 in annual revenue. In this case, with this particular gym is generating $315,000 in annual revenue that they're collecting from that, from their member base. Okay. This is probably a pretty average use case. I would say most of the gyms we work with, we can, most gyms start with us 60, 70, 80 members, but usually they end up at around 150 members, using our, systems and tools to grow. And, they'll end up with numbers that kind of look like this or higher. We have many, many gyms that are much, much higher, but I'd say that this is probably for the average, like CrossFit gym, for example. A really common, goal number that a lot of them want to get to is about 150 members, $315,000 revenue, which can, for most gyms, they can be very profitable at this. They can take home 100K at this. Um, I'm going to show you how to switch this to a billing cycle that really doesn't change a lot for your clients, but will net you a big gain, annually, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to switch your billing from a monthly, every 30 to 31 day billing cycle, same day every month billing cycle, right? Most gyms, they set up their billing up and it's, the client signs up on the 5th and they get billed every month on the 5th. And some months that's 31 days, some months that's 28 days, most average is 30 days, right? So you're only talking about the difference of a couple days in difference in their billing cycle. And you're moving them to a 4-week billing cycle, right? So it's every 28 days, right? Which means that the billing is going to fall on a different day of the month every month, but that's okay. Most of our owners who have done this have not had any issues. And what this does is this allows you to get 13 billing cycles out of a year, right? So just do the quick math just to show you here. If I took, 52 weeks in a year, because that's how many weeks there are in a year, and I divide it by 4-week billing cycles, I get 13, right? So I get 13 billing cycles instead of 12. And I still charge the same 175 a month, right? So I charge 175 a month, and now I'm netting $2,275 right here, $2,275 versus $2,100. So I increase, and then extra $175, which, $175 annually divided by 2275, actually, $175 divided by 2,100 is 0.083, which means that's, if we, make this a percentage, it's 8.3%. So I effectively increase my membership rate 8.3%. This would be the same as if I were to take, instead of having to increase the price the member's paying when they're being billed, I could just increase the number of cycles and I don't have to actually raise the price at all. And I'll increase what I collect over the year by 8.3%. This is the same if I were to take 108.3%, okay, times 175. This is the same as now billing the person $190 a month if I did it monthly. So some of you guys that are fighting with raising your prices, this is a much smarter way to do it because the member won't actually pay much more. They won't have to really look at their budget because it still really almost is monthly. It's 2-3 days shy of a month. And at the end of the year, you're going to net with the same number of members, you're going to go from $315,000, in this case, 150 member gym charging $175 to $341,000 in annual revenue. This gym will net an extra $26,000. $26,000 in revenue. And for most gyms, if you're, at this size, that's pure profit. So that's giving yourself a $26,000 raise. That can pay easily, one or two part-time people, which now allows you to create some leverage in regards to handing off some of the hours. Okay. Now I want to just back this up a little bit, because some of you guys might have questions. This is in the Big Little Gyms Pro group, we have a discussion group where we're talking quite a bit about this stuff. And this gym owner here, Barry Boswell, he's been in our program, a couple of years now, and his gym's gone from, I think, 110 members back in March of 2020. He's sitting at, well over 200 members. I think he's pretty much near his capacity, and also has a much higher average client value. And he's saying here, he's just reporting back his feedback, and he says, I'm doing this. We're gonna change from monthly to 4-week billing. I don't want to be apologetic about it. I just stated matter of fact. I kept it very simple. He sent out this email, and this email was billing date update. Hey, member name. And he just used our system Gymnetics to send out a big email blast to everybody individually. And so they're getting the emails individually, right? He's not publishing this publicly because he doesn't want people ganging up on him in the comments thread. He just sent an email blast. And he said, we wanted to send a quick email to let you know about the billing date change in order to keep things consistent across all memberships. We are switching from a variable monthly billing cycle to a 4-week billing cycle. This change will take effect on June 1st. If you have any questions, please reply here and let us know. He sent this out, and a lot of gym owners are always concerned about this. Whenever they do price hikes, whenever they do adjustments to billing, a lot of gym owners are afraid to do it because they're afraid of the backlash. And what I'll tell you is that, we've had hundreds and hundreds of gyms do this in our program under our advisement, and it's never gone south. It's always pretty much gone like this. And that's, he said he got 3 responses, and all 3 just wanted clarification. One thought that they were switching to a first of the month billing cycle, and they just addressed that and cleared it up. The other one asked if it was going to be 4 weekly payments, and the other one wanted to confirm his monthly payment date would change every month. That was it. He had no backlash from this. And this is really common, whether it be a direct price hike or adjusting the billing cycles like that. We've seen it hundreds of times and not had any issues. He's saying here, he wished he had done this a year ago. He would have had an extra $30K in the bank, because for him, it was actually netted him like $30,000 in extra revenue, right? And that's big for the average gym owner. That'll take the average gym owner, who's got 150 or 200 members or even 100 members, adding on an extra 15, 20, 30K for a lot of you guys will make a huge difference in regards to, that's a huge increase in your income. If you're paying yourself, 60K or 70K right now to run your gym, and you can bring home an extra 30K in the bank, that puts you in 6-figure mark. And that's also, or even better, you use that money and you leverage hiring and delegating and automating and eliminating tasks, and maybe even investing in some really, really good systems to help take that money and reinvest in the business and turn that dollar into 10. But yeah, he just shared here, and I thought it was a great share from him. And this is a video I've been wanting to do for a long time. A lot of people commented in here on this with really, really good feedback. A lot of people said that they'd done the same thing, and we're seeing a lot of similar results in regards to their feedback and what they got out of it. So really, really good stuff here. So just to kind of clarify, you're basically switching from 12 cycles a month, 12 monthly cycles, because there's 12 months in a year, at whatever your current rate is. And I would say if your rates are low, if you're not charging enough, if you're going to do a price change, this is also a great time to just switch the billing cycle too. Because honestly, it's like ripping a Band-Aid off. In your mind, it's going to be so painful, and you might get 1 or 2 messages, and then you might feel a little bit of pain if one person cancels. But honestly, if you just do the simple math, even if you were, to net $26,000 of profit, losing even one client at just 2,100, you're actually to sacrifice that one lamb to make the other $24,000 in profit in this specific use case, it's well worth it. And honestly, the reason why you send it via email, and the reason why you do it via email, and you do an email blast, and if you're using a system like Gymnetics, like our Gymnetics, to communicate with all your members, they'll just if someone has a problem, they'll message you back independently. And what I used to do is with my gym, we would have we had a 300 plus member gym 350 plus member CrossFit gym at one point. And we would occasionally get, when we would do these, and we only did these probably 3 or 4 times over the 7 years we owned that gym. Um, when we did get the 1 or 2 people back that had an issue with it or took issue with it, we just addressed it independently, right? We would just message that person and say, hey, you know what? We're going to go ahead and keep your existing rate, on file for you. We're going to extend it for you 2 or 3 months, whatever case by case scenario, right? We'll give you an extra 2 months at the current rate, but it is going to it is going to go up at that point, just so you have a little bit more time to adjust, right? We would address those things independently. But honestly, as you saw by the share with, there in our school group, that it really genuinely isn't an issue. So I wanted to post this to give you guys permission to go ahead and make these moves and make these updates because, you know, in a time where inflation is running rapid, it's actually not a bad time to do these things. Right now, people are very, very used to, with almost everything they're buying, there being an increase in price. And it's almost like there's so much noise with that like this really won't rattle the cages. Had this been like post 2008 recession and 2011, 2012, when people were very, very tight coming out of the recession and things weren't recovered yet, it would have come off as very, very greedy to do this. But people now know that like the entire supply chain above you is affecting your business, right? Rents are going to go up, cost of doing business is going to go up, utilities have gone up. You driving your car to your gym to coach your classes has gone up. Your cost of living has gone up. And people know this and they're very understanding of it right now. So this is not a bad time, better time than ever to make these adjustments going forward so you can generate the revenues that you need to run your business profitably, and also get what you're worth. That's the big thing here, is making sure you're getting what you're worth in your business. Because at the end of the day, if you're undervaluing yourself, it often isn't serving you. A lot of times being the low price leader or being priced too low often positions you in the mind of the buyer in a place that's not necessarily a selling from strength. And sometimes the kind of people that can attract will also cause you more issues than the benefits it'll gain you by maybe selling a few more of those people. So make sure you're priced accordingly, adjusting your billing cycles. You have permission to do it. That's it for today's video. If you are a gym owner working with our program, you're awesome and amazing. And of course, you already know and you're already crushing it. Don't need to really expand on that too much. If you're not working with big little gyms and you own a gym, your affiliate gym, a box, functional fitness studio, martial arts, boot camp, any type of gym, go to biglittlegyms.com. What we do is we build out complete top to bottom systems for your gym that include the marketing, lead generation, sales, and then the growth engines. And then we have everything from the systems and tech side all the way up down to the coaching, mentorship, strategy side of things that is very, very important, because once you have good systems in place, it's all about making the right moves and pulling levers like the one you saw here in this video. So go to biglittlegyms.com. When you get there, you'll see a little call to action and a button. You click that button, it'll pop a form. You put in first name, last name, email, phone number, super easy. And then it'll take you over to a booking page where you can select what time you want to meet with us for a discovery call. And we'll meet, talk about your current situation, your desired situation, what you're currently doing about it. We'll do a little audit on how you're currently doing things to show you how you might be able to do things better and logically show you, how we can see a big ROI on what you might be needing to invest in your business to make this thing go. So that's it. Have a great day, guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.